Hey gang, this is my and my son's 2000 YZ125. I've been making videos about it lately on my YouTube channel here, and I picked it up for it was $800, and it was running, but it ran like crap. So of course we rode it around for like a week like that, and then the top end went. So since then, I put a top end kit in it from Nomura and had some issues with my power valve. One of the set screws in the front here, in this cavity up front where the power valve sits in, it's like a rocker box. Well, one of the set screws backed out and was just chilling in the bottom of that, interfering with the piston, the other end of the power valve. So yeah, I had to clean all that stuff up. But basically, like, I was so excited to get the top end kit and so excited to ride it that I kind of just, I don't know, I kind of just slapped it together, or at least I thought I'd slap it together. As you can see, it's pretty cleaned up now, but I put it together and it ran good for like 2 weeks. And my son took it out one night and he was just riding around slow and the thing went ball, and bogged out. Shut off. And then the next morning Dad comes home and finds that there's no compression. I can literally start this thing with my hand, but it won't even start. So yeah, we're back to square one. I took the spark plug off and it was fouled out for sure, but there's no compression. So it's going to have to come back apart. I'm going to have to get another top end kit. And we'll see. This time I'm probably going to take the cylinder and get it honed. Last time I didn't do that. I just took a scuffet pad and just kind of cleaned up the little bit of markings, very little markings that were on the pits, or on the cylinder walls from the power valve interfering. But it was very little because it actually didn't hit the cylinder. It hit the piston, and the piston got grooved up. So... but cylinder walls seem to be good, so we'll see when I pull it apart. Hopefully I don't have to get it bored out and oversized piston and all that stuff. I want to keep the stock size in there if I can. This one's slightly oversized piston anyways. It's a 53.94, and the original was a 53.92. So, or 53.93. There's quite a bit of conflicting information on the internet about these bikes, and it's kind of hard to figure out how to buy parts, but you got to make sure that your years will fit, because right after this year is like the 2001, I think they changed the way the exhaust port was, and the whole motor and everything is a little bit different, and I think they ran a bigger carb. I think it went from a 36. This is a TMX 36 XX, and the other one was a 38. So yeah, as you can see, for a 2000 it's in decent shape. I just had a new tire put on the rear. I broke it down and put on a new tire. I got a bunch of two-stroke exhaust oil leaking out, but that's because my coupler is missing. And actually, there's the mailman right there. Maybe excuse me, mail lady. Maybe she brought my coupler. I did order one. Yeah. Oh, I need the radiator shrouds, or the plastics for that. But I'm thinking about getting an entire plastics kit. So, from like Acrobus, or maybe one of the, like, Amazon or something like that. Yeah, she's mostly stock looking. So, but and I'm planning on getting new bars. So, but yep. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. That's a brand new front fender. I went to trade a guy last night. We were gonna actually trade for a Blaster 200, because I kind of want a four-wheeler for the winter. Winter's coming. We're in North Carolina, so it doesn't really snow too much, but we do have a lot of mud. gets rainy here and wet, and we have some good trails that I want to check out on a four-wheeler. So I want something like four-wheel drive. So I haven't had many good offers, but I don't know why I even entertained the thought of it. But we went to go look at a Blaster last night, and the thing was totally roached out. So we were like, nah, we're not gonna. It had like bad vibes all over it. It's behind somebody's house, like chained to a freaking building. I didn't like the vibes it was putting off. I went to kickstart it, and the engine mount bolts were all gone. And he goes, "Oh, somebody stole my engine bolts." Instead of being like, "Hey man, it needs like this or that," he just tried to play it off like somebody just stole it, without him knowing. And this is the first time he's seen that, strange. It was a strange it was a strange turn of events there, but we ended up not coming home with it, and came back home with this. So sometimes your best tool in negotiating, I've heard, is to walk away from a deal, and that was definitely a deal that I'm glad I walked away from. So, and the guy's still trying to hound me about it today. He really wants to get rid of that Blaster, and he wants my bike, so, but it ain't gonna happen. Anywho, we'll see. Maybe instead of getting rid of it or selling it, I'm just gonna put a little more time and effort into it, and try to make it nice. So it's a great bike. I mean, if anything, I'll just keep it for myself probably before I trade it for some stupid thing I've seen on Marketplace, unless it's something that really takes my heart. That guy, there's another guy that wanted to trade me a dirt oval cart with an XR100 motor on it, and it sounded pretty sweet, and the thing was like really nicely done, like painted up real nice, and showroom finish. Frame was immaculate. You could eat off of it, and it was full shifter cart too. It was tempting not to do that. He wanted some money on top of this thing, so, but I don't know if I could do it. Everyone's like, "Oh, that thing ain't worth $600, blah blah blah." Yeah, these older two-strokes are getting, it's something to hold on to, especially like a landmark year like the year 2000, or the last of these years. So I tend to disagree. These things, if it still has life in it, then it's still got some value in it. And these people trying to lowball, I get it, like you're trying to get a deal and all that, but dude, I'm not gonna give this thing away. What do you think? I'm fucking stupid? It's a YZ. It's a freaking beast. This thing runs like a scalded ape when it's running good, but when it's not running good, it's always something catastrophic. So luckily bottom end's good still. I didn't hear any noises, just no compression. So we'll see what I can do about that. Alright guys, good talking to you. That's my cat Jace. Say hi, Jace. Say hi. Hi. Good boy.